everyone, I'm here with Dr. Michael Hall. He's the founder of the Neuro-Semântica and he's the author of more than 55 books, right? And he's created a fantastic community that collaborates together. So, how are you?
Good.
Excellent. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
So I want to talk about one of your main core training that is called APG,
Right.
Accessing Personal Genius.
Right.
Could you tell us more about that?
Well, accessing personal genius is about turning on and off the flow state. The flow state being the state where you're at your best, you're completely there, engaged in whatever you're doing, so all your resources are just fully available. So you're at your best. It's an optimal state, and by learning how to turn it on and off, then you have access to it when you need it, and you're not wearing yourself out with it when you don't.
Excellent. And who are the main people that could benefit from that?
Well, anybody engaged in anything that requires full concentration. So we say that it enables us to have a laser beam focus on something, whether you're reading, whether you're writing, whether you're coaching, whether you're parenting, so that when you're doing that, you're not multi-tracking. You're completely focused on that activity.
Excellent. And I think it pushes things even further about giving ourselves self-esteem, self-value,
Right.
many exercises like that.
Well, those are the prerequisites of genius, of that optimal state, that if you're not okay with yourself and having a solid sense of you, it gets in the way. And we want to set it aside so that it's not about me, it's the engagement.
Exactly. I know I took the training, and for me, I can get in that genius state.
Right.
And at the same time, I worked a lot on myself about
Right.
becoming a better human being,
Right.
changing because you talked a lot about framing and
Right.
meanings. Can
Right.
you tell us a word about that?
Well, that goes to some of the processes of how we get into that state. We set frames about how to do it, why to do it. We set frames about style and when and where. And once we set the frames, then I don't have to even think about that. I can just be totally focused on the activity. So we build up a lot of the mental beliefs and understandings that's going to support that state.
Excellent. And I know this really worked because you turn on that state from what you taught, and that's how you've been able to accomplish many trainings, many books. And just before we end, a word about your vision and mission because you created Neuro-Semântica. So here we're talking about APG, but there is so much more to that one training and all that you do.
Right.
So a word about your vision, where you're taking Neuro-Semântica.
Well, neurosemantics grew out of NLP and is an aspect of NLP in that we're taking NLP to a higher level professionally and ethically to not misuse it. It's powerful tools, and we want to treat people with honor and dignity with it. And so we've got lots of things: self-actualization track, leadership track, business track, health track, and it's all about the structure of those excellent experiences that we're modeling so that we can get into those states and experiences quickly.
Yeah, and I think that's something I really like to hear. It's like you took the magic of NLP and put it into a structure, so
Right.
now we can really understand what's going on with those processes.
Exactly.
So, and mainly when people have this genius state and they apply all those patterns that you teach in that training, if we think further in their life, what can that do for them? Why would they do that?
Well, taking control of their lives primarily so that they're in charge and they can turn on and off that flow state instead of waiting, hoping that it will come. So here we are in Brazil doing the trainers training, getting 50 more trainers ready to train that, you being one, the only one here in Canada to train APG.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much. We know a bit more. We hope to see you in person. I see you in person now, but we want to bring you in person in Canada one of those days. So thank you so much. thanks for all the wonderful work you're doing. This man is changing lots of life. He can, with the structure, also empower many more people to change their life, and we hope one of you will be that person. Thank you.
Thank you.